Alright guys, I wanted to do another video with you and just share a purchase that I recently purchased here. This is a VersaBeam rechargeable 2-foot strip light. I bought this over at Ollie's, I believe. It's 1,000 lumens. 3 ways to mount. And this is magnetic, guys, so you can mount this on anything metal. And what I bought this for was actually for my hutch, my toolbox. I really didn't want to spend a crazy amount of money on a light. I wanted something that would turn on and off. I wanted something I could leave on inside the toolbox and it would shut off on its own. And as you can see here, we'll see if we can focus. This is hassle-free installation, motion sensor, 4-hour runtime, AC plug, rechargeable battery, and magnet. So I can put this in my toolbox, open the lid, boom, it comes on during the day. I've had to charge it maybe once a week. I'm not standing at my toolbox all the time, but when I'm due, I want to be able to see what's going on. I want to be able to, see what I got up there. Sometimes I got a mess on my hutch and it's very dark inside there. So what I did is I actually bought one of these. As you can see, it cost me $20. See if I can fit the barcode into the picture here. This is the particular barcode on it. It's made in Thailand. But I mounted this on top of the box. Like I said, it's been about a week now. I haven't had to charge it. I charge it about once a week. And I went ahead and bought a second one, which is actually larger. This one is 2 foot long, so 24 inches, guys. So this prompted me to do a little more research. Could I find another one that was bigger? And yes, I could. I googled it, went online, and a bunch of thieves on eBay. Same brand light that's sold over at the Harbor Freight, or not Harbor Freight, over at Home Depot. Is this Feit electric, rechargeable 4-foot strip light with motion detector. This is a motion detector where obviously we can turn it on and off. Down here on the other end, it's actually going to switch it from high to low as far as the lighting. 7.5 watts, 4000K, cool white. We have a motion detector, on-off power, and flush mount magnet just like the other one. This one right here, guys, is 4 feet long, so 48 inches. My hutch is 72 inches. So I was able to run this the whole span almost, other than a few inches on each side. Roughly probably 2 feet on, a foot on each side. Probably a little less. So 68 inches, I think, is the usable space what I have. So you do the math, and roughly that's almost 6 feet. But it's like two of these two probably could fit across there together. Between this one and this one would probably fit in there together, long wise. But what I opted to do is I put this one in my overhead cabinet, I should say. And then I put this one in my hutch. They're both 1,000 lumens. The only difference is this one spans the whole length of the toolbox. And this one is supposed to have a 12-hour runtime, I believe. I don't know if it said it on here or not. We'll see if we can find it. But I believe, I'm sorry about that, 3-hour runtime on high. I don't see where it says on low. But neither one of these I've had to charge more than a week. If I walk away from the toolbox, it does not come on. It's off until I walk up to it. It's got a 13-foot span. So if I walk up to it, and considering that it's underneath the lid of the hutch, I wave my hands up underneath it, it pops on. I do my business, I get on my hutch, and then I'm out of there. So the light does not stay on all day unless somebody walks past it and it picks it up. But like I said, I sit there and have my lunch at my hutch, and do a few odd things during the day, and I usually get a week out of this. But I thought I'd share that with you guys. I'm going to see if I can get the barcode of this one in the picture, if I can find it. This one is actually made in China. The other one was made in Thailand. But now you have both of the barcodes here. So if you want to do a little research, I thought it was 12 hours. 300 aluminums on low, 10 hours. So I run it on low. I haven't run it on high. But like I said, I've gotten over a week out of it, and I just charge it over the weekend in my toolbox, and then when I get back in, then I have it. And then, like I said, I have this one in my other hutch as well. See if I can find a little information on here. Nope. But this one here is the same type of deal. I just use one or the other to replace it. If this happens to go dead, I haven't had that happen yet, but if it does go dead, I can fall back on this guy here. This one sets up on my top locker. It sets over top of my hutch. So what I can do is actually just open up my hutch or my locker on top, pull this guy out, put this one in its place on the lid, charge the other one, and I'm on my way. No wires, no hassles. And like I said, I have lighting in my hutch. But it's something I wanted to share with you guys, you know, that you got options out there. You don't have to spend $100, $200, $300 on lights. You don't have to have wires hanging all over your box. So I hope this is useful to somebody. Like I said, it was useful to me. And I can't express enough, you know, shop, do due diligence, you know, because like I said, this light right here, this larger light, they wanted $100 on eBay. I actually ended up Googling the brand, and it came up on Home Depot for $39. They shipped it to my house, free charge. I had to pay the tax on it, so roughly a little over 40 bucks. And I have a light in my toolbox that I can use. It's magnetized to the top of the deck. I did not put it on the actual door because I didn't want it falling off when it slammed. It's actually mounted just behind the door on the hutch itself, and it hasn't gone anywhere. Same with this one. The magnet's a little stronger because it's a shorter light. But like I said, I put this one on my cabinet up top, which the hutch does not, or the door does not fold in like the hutch. So this is actually just mounted to the top of the lid on the inside. So when I open it up, the light pops on. I can get what I need out of my top locker. But they do, if you do a little research, they make these in 12 inch as well. You can actually use these on a locker or anything else. Like I said, guys, this was just something that I wanted. It made me happy. I didn't have wires all over my toolbox. Motion sensitive. And I can leave it on and leave it in the box. But give me a like, share, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. I'll try to do a later update video as far as the illumination inside of the box. We'll talk to you later.